Alright, so see what's going on here. So I have to move my brake lever, or brake reservoir, actually up, or back I should say, back and slightly up a little bit, slightly rotated. So there's a mounting bracket right here. So this is a Torx. Let's see what size that is. It's definitely a Torx, so it's like a 20 maybe? Let's see. Yep, that's a, yeah, it's a 20. I guess right. I don't usually use Torx, but I actually guessed it right. So let's unbolt this one. So this both holds the line for both sides, both the rear and the front. Should be enough. Let's see, let me move this a little bit. Okay, there it goes. So I can move this a little bit over a little bit. Okay, I think that's enough. Just a little bit, just kind of rotate this a little bit, I think. Let's see, that one might need, this bottom one needs to be rotated, possibly. Okay, so anyways, so everything kind of has to slide backwards a little bit, like a quarter-inch or so. So these two are the bolts that it comes with right here. These are button head Allens. So those two, and let's see, where are those bolts? Over here. So this packet right here, this is the packet that the spring came in. The spring right here. The spring right here. So it came in here. So it came with 4 lock nuts. So I'm assuming 2 of them is for these 2 right here. But I'm not sure where the other 2 goes. So I have no idea about that. But it also came with 2 circlips. So I'm not sure why there's 2 circlips. I'm looking at this whole piece here. I don't see any spot where you would need a circlip. But anyway, so let me do these 2 bolts first to get that set in. So these are actually locking nuts. They're they're not the nylon type, but they have the little, it's like a little tab, metal tab on each side, and that's actually better than the nylon type, because the nylon type you put it in once or twice, and after that you can't really use it anymore. But these ones you actually reuse these ones. Oh, I know why. Why there's 2 extra? Because one is for the shifter side. The shifter side, and the other one is for the brake side. Okay, so everything's accounted for. Okay, I get it now. Except for those circlips. I don't know where those circlips go. Oh, you know what those circlips are for? These circlips right here are for the these circlips is for the pegs. But they probably want to use new circlips, because the old circlip might be kind of damaged, and it might not hold the pegs. You know, the little pin right here for the pegs. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So let's do this one first. So I don't need Loctite because those things are those things have locking nuts. So I should be okay there. Oh, I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. Oh man, the alignment's not right. Oh shit. Okay. Let me put this side in first then. So this thing's not quite lined up right. Let me loosen this thing up some more. Then let me take this thing all the way out. I guess I could readjust it later. I gotta readjust this later. This right here. This little thingamabob right here. Oh, it's a long bolt. Okay, there we go. So it's like that. So I'm basically just clamping this in, right? So let's set that aside. Alright, so so now this is free. I don't have to be fighting that thing. That's not a good thing to be fighting. So now this thing is still kind of doesn't quite fit, because I have to actually turn this a little bit. And this thing is kind of, these are steel lines. They're probably hard by now. Or more hard, I should say. Alright, so let's put this in. Again, these things are they're lock nuts. They're self-locking. Have those little tabs, so I don't need to put any Loctite on them. let's see, those are 10 millimeters, I believe. What's my 10 millimeter right here? So I have space to actually fit them in and turn them. Okay, maybe you need to turn them because I can hold them on this side. This side is what, a 4? Yeah, 4 millimeter. Actually, I don't even need to use this because it might get stuck in there. So that's a 10 millimeter. Use my box wrench there. Get close. I don't want to tighten it up just yet. Let's get it close to it. Close to where I want it to be, I should say. Okay, that one's stopping point. Okay, that one's at the stopping point. So now we can tighten it down. So I'm not gonna tighten it from this head. I'm gonna tighten it from that head because this head has a lot of resistance. There's resistance here. There's resistance there from the thread. So it puts more strain on the Allen key there. So it's more likely to strip. But whereas if you tighten from this side, the friction from the thread along here will actually help hold the bolt besides the Allen head holding the bolt. Let's go there. Okay, that's good there. Alright, those two are good. Man, my bolts here are not lining up. I need to do something about these ones right here. That's gonna be my last of my worries, I think. Okay, so now I have to go to here. So this one I haven't figured out yet. Let's do it together. So just here, right here, I believe I have to take this off right here. So that's it. Let's see what size is that. I think it's a 10. Yeah, it's a 10. To hold this, what I'm gonna use to hold that one. Oh, here we go. I just stick my screwdriver in right here like that. Do the hole right there, right? And loosen this up. Okay, let's move the camera there for a moment. All right, so I can take this piece off. Like so. Okay, so I had a little busted up O-ring right here. So I'm not sure what that's about. So yeah, so I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, so now this is free. Let's put this thing back. Let's see better like this. So, okay. So here on this side, so I'm going to reuse this nut. They actually gave me another nut, but I'm going to reuse this one. So here, I don't know where this is the one thing that I'm not sure where it goes. I think it goes, no, it can't be this side. You know what? Oh, I can see it. It's right here. It's on this side right here, like this. Like that. Like that. Like that. So basically it's a spring washer. You guys see that? So you got a little shaft here. That's what it came with. This, the spacer, and the long bolt right here. So this long bolt right here actually feed from this back side. So basically it goes in like that. So the rear set right here is actually between right here where the threads are. Alright. And from there you slip this washer in, then you slip this piece in. Then this end right here screws onto that side right here like that. So let's do that. Like so, there. Actually, I'm not gonna screw this in yet because I actually need to thread this one in because I don't know how much I need to thread this one in. So yeah, I don't know how much I need to thread this one. Okay, so that's all the way. So I'm gonna thread anymore. I'm gonna back it out quarter turn, I guess. So basically it stopped right now. It stopped right here at the end. So I'll back it out, maybe more than a quarter turn. I'll back it out maybe half a turn. Let's see how this lines up. Yeah, definitely need to back it out. So let's do a short right now. So right now it's all the way in, right? It's all the way in. I'm gonna back it out half a turn, 1 full turn. Okay, so I got 1 full turn there. Again, I'm not sure exactly how much I need, so let's stick this in here with a spring right there. Stick it in. Stick this bolt in. I think I'm aligned pretty close. Let's tighten this side up. So let me give you a different view. So let's look here. Okay, so here's that where the nut is right there. So this shaft, I spun it all the way onto that thread until it stopped. Until it, it didn't spin anymore. Then I spun it back 1 full turn. So I'll need to tighten up this nut here, and here this side, where there's a little washer, this little thing right there. And I need to put one of those. I need to put one of those locking nuts on this side right here. So making sure all the nuts and everything is all accounted for. Let's put the camera. So I don't have a good angle here. Actually, that's probably okay with doing that. Okay, so I have a nut here. So this again is one of those locking nuts. So you don't need a what's it called again? Loctite. You don't need Loctite. So let's see, this is a 4, I believe, 4mm right here. Yep, 4mm. I'm actually gonna lock this, or I'm gonna tighten this from the nut side. So now you're hearing the ratchet of the socket. But once that tightens up, I'm just gonna go this side, tighten from this side. Okay, it's good there. So that's good there. So last thing I need to do is tighten up this one right here. So that one is a 10mm as well, and I think I'll use an 8mm to hold it in place. So 8mm holds the shaft right here. Holds the shaft, then the 10mm will tighten up on here. The shaft actually moved. The inner shaft, I should say. There we go. Okay. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, so this cable goes down here. I need to zip tie this cable so that way it doesn't rub on the nut right here. Otherwise, it's gonna cause a short circuit right here. Man, this cable is, what a shitty angle that they put this in. It's a really shitty angle. It's like, geez, sometimes your feet could hit right here. Your feet could like rest on the cable right here sometimes if you bring it in too far. That's kind of dumb. That's really dumb, actually. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I still have one more. I need to do the pegs. You know what? I'm not gonna do a video on this or one on this one because you saw the other side what I did. So one last thing I need to do, I guess, is get the last lock nut right here. The lock nut. Get the last one and tighten up from the other side on the, remember, the peg side, because I wasn't sure what if I wasn't sure if you reuse that nut or not. Actually, I actually did reuse that nut. So I actually don't need to use this one because the other one is actually the other one's a nylon lock nut. So let's reuse use this one instead. I think it'll be better. Let's go back to the side, shaft side. So remember this one right here on the previous video I mentioned. Oops, wrong size. God dang it. That one was an 11. This is a 10. So in the previous video I had mentioned if I wasn't sure if I had to reuse this nut or not, or they had one, so they did have one. I actually want to. It's probably okay to reuse this nut, but this nut is actually a nylon locking nut, not the metal tab lock nut. So those nylons lock nut, they don't last that long. If you take them on and out, in and out a few times, the nylon will actually wear out and it doesn't really lock anymore. Whereas this metal type, it will last more times, in and out more times than the nylon type. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're done. Again, I'm not going to show this peg right here because I did it on the other video, putting in the peg, so I don't need to be redundant on that. Yeah, that's it. All right, thanks for watching.